Tonight, 300,000 people in West Virginia are being told to stay away from their tap water, not to use it for anything, cooking, bathing, washing, anything at all. A chemical spill in the Elk River may have contaminated the drinking water. A federal investigation has been launched into how this happened.
When I first found out about the water leak, I was actually in Ripley working for the day, and it was on Twitter. I just checked briefly, and there was a proclamation from Governor Tomblin that said, "Do not use the water in Charleston." And that was really kind of the gist of it. I didn't know what else to expect, and I was just looking for more answers, as everybody was, I'm sure, but it was just kind of a panic thing, thinking that the water is out. There is no water. Do not use your water.
And we'd confirmed that, yes, this came from the governor's office, and it is a do not use order, which is different than a boil water advisory, which is, I think, what a lot of people maybe wondered at first. Is this just a boil water advisory? We get those all the time. And it quickly became clear this was not a boil water advisory. This was something much more serious.
How long is it going to be before we can all stand to be in close proximity to each other again?
In short, it was a mess. It was a mess. I was lucky. I had water. But that meant I was sort of ground zero for people who needed showers, who needed to fill up water bottles, for people who just kind of wanted a place where they could get away from the no water situation wherever they were and feel a sense of normalcy for a little bit.
Now, what was surprising to me, and I think surprising to a lot of people, was how susceptible that water source was. So the spill occurs on the Elk River. The Elk River is a water source for that area because it's so clean.
Even once the water was turned on, people didn't believe the water was safe. There are some who live in parts of those 9 counties in southern West Virginia who still don't believe their water is safe. They won't drink it, they won't bathe in it, they won't cook with it. They've gone to drilling their own wells or collecting rainwater or buying bottled water. But that's beginning to fade for most. And I think that now that we're almost 2 years from the initial event, Charleston and the surrounding areas, it's not at the forefront of everyone's mind anymore, but I do think that it's in the back of everyone's mind every day. And I think it's going to be in the back of everyone's mind for a long time.
I don't know that I would say that even still we officially trust the water. We have switched to bottled water, drinking and cooking, and we also have a tabletop distiller in case we can't get to a bottled water supply. So in that, I don't know that we'll ever trust the city water system in Charleston again. As far as bathing and washing clothes, within a couple of weeks, everything was otherwise back to normal while we figured out what we wanted to do in regards to our drinking water. I think that as a direct result of the chemical spill into the water system in Charleston, that there was a trust broken that may never be repaired. I think that even today, there are a percentage of families in West Virginia and Charleston that do not trust this water system, and they don't want to do anything with it.
Right. Well, what the chemical spill taught us is that water is extremely valuable, and we just often take it for granted because we have so much of it. We have to be protective of that water because so much of our state, so much of our businesses, our economy depends on it. It is not just people who care about the environment. They care about the environment because of its value to the people that live here. So we have to be protective of it. And that doesn't mean saying nothing can happen around water, because again, there's so much water that's not even close to possible. But we do have to be vigilant when it comes to being protective of it.
I think that yes, it could have been prevented. I think that this was a colossal failure on all levels for everyone involved, government, private citizens, and the utility provider. I think that the state of Charleston's water and sewer infrastructure is such that it was a ticking time bomb. It was only a matter of time before something really bad happened, and this just happened to be it.